Hey everyone, I sure hope you enjoy my first criticism video because it's time for you to walk the plank! Oh, sorry about that folks. What I really meant to say is, it's time for me to review one of my favorite Disney TVA shows. That is right folks, I am doing a review on The Owl House. Released on January 10th, 2020, aka the worst year ever. And recently ended on April 8th, 2023, because Season 3 was cut short. Yeah, believe me, I am as disappointed as you guys are, but at least the finale has a great ending, which we will get to later. And no, none of the new shows has anything to do with the cancellations. Now you may be wondering, how did I got into this show? Well, I was at my uncle's house at Colorado, and a couple cousins of mine had turned on an episode of this show. And after I watched an episode, I figured to myself, hey, how about I start watching it after finishing Amphibia? And I have a couple friends online that recommended me to watch this show, which I would thank you all for that. So this show is about a teenage girl who is named Luce, who stumbles upon the portal that leads to another realm, known as the Demon Realm, where she ended up meeting a rebellious witch known as Eda. Wait, no. I'm sorry. I put in a wrong image. Like I was saying, she meets up with a rebellious witch known as Eda, the Owl Lady, and becomes her apprentice, and also meets up with a titan who is called King. Okay, he is one of my favorite characters. And also, we have Hooty, who is part of the Owl House, and can turn himself into this.
Porta Hooty! Reporting for Hooty!
Okay, let's just move on before Luce throws up. Anyways, Luce has went to the school called Hexside, where she learns how to do magic, and meets up with some other students along the way. Wello, who is... No, not that Wello. This Wello, who is bubbly and a friendly witch who wants to prove herself that she is worthy. Another young witch who is named Gus, who is an expert of human culture. And then there's Amity, who was competitive and was top student, and used to be a bully ever since she lost her friendship with Wello. But she changed, which we'll get to in a bit. There is also the Golden Guard, aka Hunter, who has been lied to and manipulated by the main antagonist of the show, Emperor Belos. There's also the supporting and side characters along the way. Camila, who is an overprotective mother for Luce, and then there is V, who is a basilisk who disguises herself as human, and disguises herself as Luce in Season 2. Lilith, who is the sibling of Eda, and Rain, who was the partner of Eda. I can't go through a lot of the side characters because there are a lot. Now, I'm not lazy, I just can't go through all of them. Now, what I really like about the show is the story. The story has really got me interested. Each season and episode got me really interested because each character has their own story arc. Another thing I like about it is the smooth animation. Like, look at them! It seems like they worked really hard on each scene. And what I like about the show is the character development, because it really proves that the characters have really grown. Luce has found her place here at the Boiling Isles, where she actually can fit in with the people that really cared for her. Amity has become more of a supportive girlfriend to Luce, won her friendship back with Wello, and has stand up against her own mother. And honestly, I don't blame her because Odelia is the worst parent in Disney history. Yes, she is as bad as Buck Cluck from Chicken Little. And I don't blame the rest of her family members either, especially her father. And honestly, he did the right thing.
This work is finished. Also, I quit.
And let's not forget that he has never had a break in years. Jeez, I feel bad for this guy. Anyways, Wello has proved herself that she is worthy, and it was all thanks to her friends, including Hunter. Speaking of which, Hunter has escaped from an abusive family, found true friends that supports him, and sets himself free. Gus has come out of his shell and becomes more trusting. Lilith has become more of a supporting family member towards Ida. Ida has stopped closing herself off from others. Camila has become more of a supporting mother and accept her daughter's choices. Kane went from wanting to be worshipped to wanting to have a complete life. Edric and Amira became more supporting siblings towards Amity. V has founded her own self and started loving. And as for the Collector, he standed up for himself against Bellows and realized what he did was wrong. Oh, and let's not forget about the Palismans. They are so adorable! Even Flapjack, he is my favorite. And I like how Luce finally had her Palisman, who was called Streambeam, and she is so adorable! If you want to hear my thoughts on the series finale, it was epic. Not just that, but an epic conclusion to the show. And as for the ending, it was very satisfying, and a great way to end the show. I even love the time skip designs for the characters. As for my ratings, I am gonna give it a 10 out of 10 with 5 stars. It is an awesome masterpiece. Us weirdos had to stick together. Weirdos forever. That's all I had to say in this review. If you haven't watched this show, I highly recommend you to watch it on Disney+. Like this video, subscribe to this channel and my main channel because it would mean a lot to me from your support. My next review will be the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Until the next video, bye!